So welcome back to Highland Fishing Diary. It's the Sunday the 17th of March, so it's my first cast of the 2024 season. It's a pretty dreek morning. It's mild though, it's about 8 degrees, so it was a nice day yesterday, but I was working in the morning and just couldn't get over, so I'm going to have a cast this morning probably for a few hours before I've got to head home. So I'm going to start and have a go in this little bay down here. This is the bay that I've had my best ever brown trout out of this loch, Store Lochs. I'm going to have a quick cast in this corner, maybe fish a little bit along, but not too far, and then I think I'll go back up to the van, and then I'll maybe fish this roadside bank just down towards Norris Bay. See how what time I've got. I'll have to fish it fairly quick. We'll have a go in here first. That's the big lure. So it's like a red and black zonker style lure. Just figure I might as well have a bit of an experiment. I've got an airflow slow sinking poly leader on. And then about 6 foot of 8-pound mono. So I hope if you've been out yourself, you've had a good first start to the season. It's been a long old wait. I've done one pike trip and that's it in sort of January. Not done any other fishing. I had all these ideas to maybe go sea trout fishing in the sea, and it's just not really worked out, so there's maybe still time to try that. So just thought I'd come down for a cast. See whether we can winkle anything out. I'm never quite sure what's the best sort of tactics at this time. It's so early. I figured there are some big brown trout in here, and I figured I'd try a lure. As I say, and there's rainbows obviously, so they might be partial to that. Having spent the winter with extremely slim pickings, I could, no doubt. It might grab their attention. Try and let that sink a little bit. So the other thing is I've plumped for a new camera. I've been saving up, and after looking through lots of reviews, went for the DJI Osmo Action 4. I think there's a toss up really between that and a GoPro. So yeah, but I do enjoy it, and decided I'd save up and try and get something a little bit better, hopefully, and it can take a microphone. That was the main selling point of it. It's too much to spend on the DJI, the actual microphone that goes with it that you can use wirelessly and Bluetooth. It's a bit too expensive at the moment, but I'm going to get a slightly cheaper microphone that I can plug in, and hopefully that'll. Because at the moment I'm just using the microphones on the camera, and obviously I'm mindful that the wind will be a pain. Yeah, nothing as yet. I'm going to change my fly, I think. Maybe change it to a different zonker, but it's a different colour. I definitely think I'm going to go onto the single tip with maybe a smaller lure on the point, and just a sort of traditional wet fly, maybe a smaller pattern on a dropper. See if I can get something's attention, maybe with a lure. If they don't want to take it, then maybe take something else. But yeah, ideally I probably would have come down here and fished sort of middle of the day, but just got to come when I can, really. So as I say, it's probably about 9:30 now. No sign of the old manor store today. It's up there somewhere. So no fish. So no fish at that up at the creek. So I'm going to come and fish down this bank here. I'm going to change my flies, my approach as well, but I'm going to get up to where I'm going to start first, and I'll catch you up there. So I've come down this bit of bank. I'm trying a different lure, another sort of zonker. I'm going to give this not very long. I'm going to try it briefly, and then I'm going to change to the sink tip. It's the floating line still with the sort of slow sink leader. I did have a fast sink leader on, but I opted to change it. Whether that's right or wrong, it's not something I normally fish. I think, as I said in my last video, quite often we're fishing loch style, and maybe got to try these different. Got to try and ring the changes. So I'm sort of casting at an angle to the shore just because of the wind. The wind's kind of blowing kind of into the bank and across. Fish can lay close in though sometimes, so I'm not too fussed about casting really far. So I had a couple of fish on this lure and that black lure at the end of the season, because we could fish on for rainbows until November, and I did a couple of trips, and I actually caught brown trout which were out of season, so I kind of packed it in really. Didn't tempt any rainbows. So I know that they will work. Right, so I've changed flies. I've gone back to one of my favourite lures. It's a small sort of marabou viva, something like that. It's a bit threadbare, it's the only one I've got. I think it's had a few fish on it, so I need to get some more. And then I've got a, hold on, I don't know if you can see that, there's claret bumble. I'll try that. Got it on a sink tip, slightly lighter line on this one. I've got £6, got a tapered leader down to a ring, and then I've got £6 line forming one dropper and a point. The overall lead is about 15 foot probably, so we'll see. I'll try a claret bumble just with the sort of overcast. It's a good fly. That and the Cape McLaren, and kind of go-to flies really. I just had a fish swirl at the fly. Oh. First sign of a fish. touch it though, so I don't know. Maybe I just spooked it. It was laying very close in, just down here. Gutted. I thought I'd come and try and cover this fish again. The one fish I've seen, I had an offer off. So I doubt it's still here. But you never know. I've changed the dropper to a blue and silver bumble just because the sun was coming out a wee bit. Typically it's gone in now, so I thought maybe something with a bit of sparkle might work. But getting to the point where I need to go now. So last cast, few last casts. Down here. It's just off this point here. No, I think I had my chance and gone. Well, into the last corner here. I managed to lose my flies on my sink tip, so I went back onto, rather than resetting up, just put a massive disgusting orange Fritz woolly bugger type thing on. Thought I'd give that a go. So I just had that one fish swirl. It's the only fish I've seen. So it's been nice to get out though, but hopefully dusted off the cobwebs, and maybe next time I get down here I'll get a fish. Hopefully. I suppose with a new camera it's probably kiss of death really. It's like when you used to get a new rod and stuff, you might not catch on it straight away. I wouldn't, because you're messing about, thinking too much about the new rod and that, rather than doing what you normally did. So, but so I don't know what I've done wrong today. Tried a couple of different methods. As I say, I've had one offer. I probably should take that really. Yeah, so I maybe will do a video of this short session at the start of the season. I didn't get anything, unfortunately, one offer. That's the way it goes sometimes in fishing. But hopefully I'll have more videos to make for the rest of the season. And hopefully you'll enjoy them. I like making them, and they're just a bit of something to do. So as I say, thanks for everyone who's watched videos and liked them and subscribed and commented. I really appreciate it. That gives you a wee boost when you're putting the time in to make the videos, and it's nice to know somebody's watching and somebody appreciates it. So but yeah, any comments welcome, constructive criticism, all that kind of stuff, yeah, no problem. So but yeah, all the best for your own fishing in 2024. Tight lines.